it's Laura Helen, Forever Family, Forever Free, aka Mummy, here again tonight with another incredible lady who's going to come and share some awesomeness with us today. Just going to invite her on. Here we go. There we go. Okay, so the invite sent. So we are going to be interviewing many incredible ladies because we are going to have 100 speakers at our event in London. It's going to be so exciting. Here we go. Erin will be joining us in German. So excited! Woo!
Hello! Hello, Laura!
How joined so fast. Hi, Erin.
Right? It's like we know what we're doing.
I know, it's incredible.
It's so great. So I'm in my daughter's room and her name is Emily, but my name is Erin. So it looks like you
planned this, right?
Did that on purpose. Dr. E.
That's so brilliant.
No, I'm hiding in here because they're playing in the snow and they could come in at any moment, you know.
Yeah. I love that you have snow. I was just speaking to another lady in New Zealand and she's got the sun beaming through her window. She's sunny and hot and I'm like, I miss the sun.
Right?
It's all cold here.
We just got tons, so it's gorgeous. But yeah, it's fun. It's so good to meet you. We literally met 2 minutes ago, everybody. Okay, This is the power of the internet.
Absolutely.
This is the power. Oh my gosh.
Okay. So tell everybody who you are and what your backstory is.
Oh my gosh. And usually I want you to tell me all about you before I tell you about me. So this is weird for me, but I will do as you say, my friend. So I am Dr. Erin. I am here in Reno, Nevada in the United States, and I am a psychologist turned business coach and speaker and author. And I have 3 kids and a husband who loves to grow the business with me, but I have just been doing this business for the last 2 years and it has been an absolute joy. And we're traveling now doing one-day live events called Amped, and our goal is to help people step into their greatness. So we are on mission. We are on fire. That's what we're up to. Lots and lots of fun.
I love it. It's so cool. And Nevada, for this conference, have just announced their dates. So I think it's the 24th and 25th of July. There will be one of these movement events in Nevada. It is 25th and 26th of July. They've just confirmed the dates.
What?
So I'll make sure you know about that.
Oh my gosh.
In your own place.
I bet you're going to be in Las Vegas because there's no other place to go other than Reno. So oh my gosh, that sounds so exciting.
It's going to be awesome. So I'll make sure you join the groups and we'll get you connected to the right ladies. So let me just, so what's the dream? What would you love to achieve?
Oh, I would love to achieve helping thousands and thousands of people realize that they're worthy, that they're good enough, they have enough, they do enough, they are enough, so that they can realize and step into their own dreams. And, it might sound super cheesy, but that's the dream. And I think the dream stemmed from, it always comes from somewhere, right? And often our biggest struggle turns into our biggest kind of mission in life. And for whatever reason, for most of my life, I felt like I was not good enough. And so I was always on this mission to prove my worth on the planet. And so I was really, really good at proving and pleasing and performing and perfecting. And you could imagine with that comes a lot of anxiety and fear and never feeling good enough. And it really took me to kind of hit my emotional rock bottom a couple of years ago to really change my whole life. And I did that, and I'm happy and I'm successful. And my joy now is there is a way to help people be happy and successful and joy-filled and confident. Like, it's not a mystery. It's not a mystery. We know how to do this. As a psychologist, we know how to do this. And my mission is to help as many people as I can feel the way that I do, because it's a gift that was so freely given to me.
That's so beautiful. So you kind of shared with us your struggles with your real internal battle that you had going on. What was your epiphany moment? What was it that you experienced that changed and shifted all that for you?
My epiphany moment was I got to the end of myself. Like there was nowhere else to go. I became clinically depressed, and my epiphany moment was I got to start doing the work on myself. I've always read personal development books my whole life. I've been consumed with being a lover of learning, but I realized I needed a spiritual kind of reawakening. I needed to wake up, and that this perfectionism that I was living with had to go. Like, we had to break up. I had to find a new partner. Perfectionism and I were no longer going to be best buddies. Like, it had me in, it was out to destroy me. And I had to learn how to be my authentic, genuine, real self. And through that came the most amazing things, as you can imagine. And came, a lot of other women, and some men, but a lot of other women getting permission, like, hey, I don't want to be perfect either. And hey, you being willing to share yourself gives me permission to share myself. And that was just kind of the rising out of the ashes, so to speak, of that weight of perfectionism. I just knew something had to change. So I got busy changing, and lots of wonderful things happened as a result of that work that I did on myself.
I love that. I coach a lot of parents. So as you're speaking, I'm thinking of the movie Bad Moms. As soon as one mum goes, I can't do this, I can't be this perfect thing anymore, like, she does the same thing. She creates this whole movement of, we're not perfect, let's be honest with each other just for once.
Right? Just for once. And here in Reno, Nevada, there's been a movement in the last year. We call ourselves Reno Rising. And it literally was a collective of women that kind of followed and said, me too, me too, me too, me too. We wrote a book. We ended up writing a #1 bestseller on Amazon called Reno Rising. We started a movement, and it's like, let's just do this together and let's be real. And we're so much more powerful. And when we say, like, one, let's go together, but two, let's be our real selves doing it. And we've just all kind of broken up with this perfectionistic model of how we thought it should be. So it's very freeing, and it's very, very fun. It's a very fun way to live life.
It's just superpower. When you can be you, it's just superpower.
Amen.
So what have your results been so far? What are your best business results?
Oh my goodness. One of the things that I take pride and joy in is helping other entrepreneurs who have struggled for 3-4 years, trying to figure out how they're supposed to be doing it, getting put in these kind of cookie cutter coaching programs. And, I didn't set out to say poo-poo to all that. I just set out doing what I know as a psychologist, and really throwing psychology at business and all the techniques. And I just think that individualized plan for entrepreneurs and business owners is super effective. And so what I've done well is I've loved people really well. And through loving people and getting to know a lot of people and getting to know what they want, I have, created a successful business. But I'll tell you what, Laura, one of the achievements I'm most proud of is something I never thought would happen. And 2 years ago, I started this business. I went to my first networking meeting. I was at this meeting called the Professional Saleswomen of Nevada. And I remember looking around thinking, like, I'll never be this. I want to be like these women when I grow up. Like, how do they do it? They seem so fancy. They seem so put together. And somehow, over the next year, I won the Professional Saleswoman of Nevada. Now, this is funny because I was so bad at selling that literally I had a sales coach, and she's like, you're so bad. I said, I know. That's why I need you. But what I was good at was listening to people, loving people, adding value to people. And I look back and I think, well, that makes perfect sense. I'm a psychologist. I love helping people, but it makes perfect sense for all of us women. Most of the women that I know love well, serve well, love to, lock arms with people and help them grow. And so I think as women, we are uniquely equipped to be the best salespeople on the planet. And so I'm kind of on mission of, let's get over being funny about money. Like, we need to be on mission, and the mission's going to require us to make money. So some of the things I'm proud of is that, like my client yesterday, she's, like I said, she struggled for 4 years. She just enrolled her first high-end client. And that's not a victory. It's a victory to make money, but it's a victory. She's like, I love selling now because I believe in what I'm doing. And that's just magical to me. So,
I
and
really
I'm
love
super
that.
excited. We've created, I went 1 year ago, actually, the anniversary came up on Facebook, right? It reminds us of what's happened. And 1 year ago was my first live event. And I swear to you, Laura, I'm like, they got that wrong. Like, that's got to have been 5 years ago because so much has happened. But I literally remember booking the event and saying, I don't know if anyone's going to come, but I want to be the girl that went for it. And the first event, 73 people came. The second event, 150 people came. We sold out. And now we're taking the event all across the United States, up to Canada. Like, I'm really proud of that. I'm proud of being the woman that was courageous enough to fall flat on her face.
Woo. I love that.
Right?
We always say that. Fail fast and fail forward. Like, even when our kids
Right?
fail, we celebrate it. We're like, woo! Now you know
Yes.
now how not to do it. Let's find another way. Woo!
I love that. Now you know not to do it. I ask my kids that every night. How did you fail forward? How were you kind? And how were you brave?
Yeah.
Because I didn't grow up learning to think like that. And now that I think like that, it's like so full of adventure.
Absolutely. It's the same with sales, like you say. When we first started out working for ourselves, it was about making money. And you hear people say it all the time. As soon as you stop trying to make money and you start serving and just doing what you're passionate about and helping others, it just flips the whole thing. And the money just is kind of just a thing that happens alongside that. Which
You
sounds so
have to
cliche,
believe,
but it, yeah.
Laura, what she's saying. You have to believe it. And just borrow our belief until you get our own. Because the second I had a spiritual coaching session to get over my money block. And literally, once I said, fine, just have your way with me, God. Have your way with me. I want to joyfully live my mission. And I don't want to focus on the money. I am open to receive lots of money, but I'm not going to focus on it. I
Yeah.
started receiving money. And it's almost like success and money can't help but follow the bold. Fortune favors the bold. It just almost like has nothing else to do but follow you. So follow your dream and
Absolutely.
serve your way to greatness.
I love that. That's something we try and install in our children. Our children know. I can't help it. Like you say, especially women and being a mummy, you have to give and add value. And I try and do that even when I just meet a person in the street, online, anywhere, to the point that now if we see someone who doesn't look happy and we're walking past, my kids would jump in and go, hello, you look beautiful today. Okay, mummy, they're happy. Can we go to the park now?
Oh.
So they're so
Okay,
used to
I
me
can't
telling them
wait to
to do
meet
that.
you. And I'm so glad you and I are now friends as of 2 minutes ago. Like, you are my people. I mean, my kids joke, like, how do you know everybody? I said, well, they have a name tag on. And so I always say hi to everybody. I'm like, the people at the store, I'm like, they have a name tag. And I'll be like, hi, John, how are you? You know?
Yeah. No one takes the time to do that. No one else notices those badges.
You know, my 13-year-old gave me the biggest compliment I've probably ever received in my life yesterday.
Wow.
And she goes, you just make so many people happy, Mom.
Wow.
Like, that's it. It's as good as
That's
it
so
gets.
beautiful.
Right?
Yeah, that's incredible. What a wow.
Yeah. It doesn't get any better than that.
I found it funny. It's probably a couple of years ago now when my daughter started reading self-development books. Someone gifted her the book Random Acts of Kindness. And she sat in the back of the car reading this book. And then she just stops and looks at me like really confused and like, what's the matter? And she went, this is just normal stuff you always do. Why is it in a book?
Oh,
Like,
right. I know.
because
Can you imagine,
all
like,
these random acts of
being the
kindness.
children of like
Oh,
personal growth coaches and motivational speakers? Like, yeah, they have a different reality.
oh, but
As
it's
my
so
kids say,
beautiful.
does everything, Mom, have to be turned into a life lesson? Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah, we're the same.
In my
Even my
head, it
kids
does.
joke.
Yeah.
It's to watch my little, I've
Right?
got a little 6-year-old. I'm watching him play with his friend when we were back
Oh,
in the UK. And she's like, oh, I can't do this when she was creating with something. And he's like, why would you say that to yourself? Okay, you need to look
why
at
would
it
you say
differently.
that to
Change something.
yourself?
It's you. It's not the problem.
Oh,
Come on, you can do this. And he must have sat there for 5,
oh
10
my
minutes.
gosh.
And then she created this thing. And she's jumping up and down. He's like, you have to celebrate. So he pulls her up and they're jumping up and down. Yeah, you did
Oh,
it. I
good
knew you
Lord.
could. And I was like, oh my God, he's 6. Because my kids, instead of
Like,
playing
it's
mummies and
working.
daddies,
It's working. Right?
but
They're
you know how kids
learning.
play
They're
mummies and
learning.
daddies? I'll be mummy, you be daddy, I'll be baby. My kids are like, let's play
Yeah.
Tony Robbins. I'll be Tony Robbins. You have a problem.
I was just going to say, I know you've worked with Tony Robbins, and they're like mini Tony Robbins. Like,
We've been to
that's
UPW,
so
Date with Destiny.
great.
Yeah.
Right? Right? Yep. Oh my
We
gosh.
did the fire walk. We actually talked about the fire walk today.
Congratulations.
My boy was like, I was terrified, but we did it.
We did it. Oh my gosh. I mean,
And as a mummy, oh my goodness, we
such
had
a
that
breath of
moment
fresh air.
we're either going to be the best best parents in the world right now.
Oh, totally.
Or about to go to jail.
Totally. About to go to jail. Totally. I'm just going to say.
And then they did it, and we're like, yeah, thank God.
Yes. Yes, it makes for a great story. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so
That
we're
is
either gonna be
hysterical,
the
Laura.
world's best parents, or we're facing jail time. So yeah, they both did it.
Oh my
Incredible.
gosh.
My daughter's done it many times, and she's done the glass walk and the breaking the arrow and the chopping the boards. They can do anything, my little babies. Sorry, I totally got sidetracked. I love my babies. So, do you have a current offer you would like to share while we have you with our audience?
Oh my gosh, absolutely. You know, I have several, but I have a free sales training and the exact sales script that I use to connect to people and to love on people. And so I can drop that down below after this, but you can, I don't know how texting applies when you're in different countries. So there's a number to text. How does that work, Laura?
They'll just have to put the US code in front of it. Is it 01 for the US?
Oh, yeah, 1. Okay, so it's
It'll be +01
AMP.
and then whatever your thing is.
Okay, so you text the word AMP my sales, all one word, AMP, AMP my sales, to 314-665-1767. And then my website is thepsychologyofmission.com. And you can go grab your freebies there as well and set up a call if you want to talk to me to learn more about coaching with me and my events and such. But it's thepsychologyofmission.com because I want you to be on mission, stay on mission.
I love that. Make sure you put that below when we're done so people can come find you and grab their free stuff and learn about the sales. Thank you so much for spending the time to come on and be interviewed today.
Thank you,
I know
Laura.
You weren't expecting to go live. You did awesome.
Oh, thank you, Laura, so much. Love getting to know you. Bye, everybody.